I'm super excited about this product because I've kind of been staring at it since the summer. This is by Chantecaille. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's an all-natural brand. It has a really great product conception, and the kind of face of the brand is actually one of the daughters of the brand line. And whenever you hear her speak in interviews, she just speaks very eloquently, very poignant, and has great ideas about what kind of higher end luxury brands should be doing with their money and should be doing with how they're creating their products. So not only is it more of an all-natural brand, it also does a lot to give back to kind of the environment and to kind of make sure that it has good sources for ingredients. So every season now for the last couple years, they've been doing specifically an eye palette that gives so much of its proceeds to whatever foundation is kind of sponsoring. And this season for fall winter 2012, it's the elephant palette. So I think 5% of the proceeds go towards this kind of elephant foundation. I actually looked it up online, and it's really, really, really interesting. And then it also gives you the option to go on and adopt an elephant kind of thing. And so that was the other reason that I was super bummed that Google AdSense had kind of disabled my previous account, Random Goodies. And I really wanted to open up a new account, Just the Goodies, because not only was it nice to have kind of an extra source of income, but it was fueling a way for me to give back to subscribers and video watchers by doing giveaways. And when I saw this palette in the summertime, I was like, if I get this palette, I'm definitely going to adopt an elephant, and I'm going to use so much of the proceeds that I get from Google AdSense to continue to kind of help raise the elephant. So this is kind of an aside, I digress, but it's $50 to adopt an elephant, and what I'm going to do is definitely put down those $50 right now, and then I'll upload a video about which elephant and everything like that, and you can feel free to kind of follow along. But I think what I'm going to do then is that you can actually see which videos get clicked on kind of thing. So anything that gets so many clicks or dollars from this video, I'm going to make sure that all the proceeds keep going towards that elephant. And every time I get a kind of paycheck from Google AdSense, I also want to make sure that I give a cut back to this elephant. So I digressed a lot from my usual kind of makeup and everything, but it was something that I was super excited to be able to do, and also really bummed about when the whole account disabling thing happened. So I'm really happy that I was able to create a new account, and hopefully that this one will just run itself smoothly and there will be no more accusations or problems, and I will be able to kind of follow through with this whole great plan that I had. Anyways, that aside, it gives you a little bit on the back about elephants. And there's this specific foundation that they do, the David Sheldrick Wildlife Trust. It has its own YouTube channel, website, and everything. And it's really, really interesting. So if you love elephants or you're interested in anything like that, then I would go check it out. But yeah, 5% of the proceeds go towards them. This is the palette. It's this gorgeous it's quite large actually, and it's a quad. It has the little elephant insignia on the front, and this is like a plate kind of thing that's etched into it. The actual packaging then of the compact is plastic. Then this is what it looks like when you open it up. The elephant palette, so it says that it's the ivory highlighter, the grasslands color lid crease, red earth lid crease, or an iron ore as the liner. It does have a nice full-size mirror here that is for the entire palette. But the other thing I was super excited about this palette when I saw it in blog previews are the colors. I thought, oh, this will be a beautiful palette for fall. And kind of like how I bought the Dr. Hauschka palette, I'll provide a link to that video below. Even though that this is kind of an expensive palette, I mean, I know, it is really expensive. It was $82 for the palette, But in my mind, I think, okay, 5% of the proceeds are going back to this trust. It's raising awareness for elephants such that I'm going to go ahead and adopt an elephant. And I really, really, really love the colors that they did. That this will kind of be like my go-to palette for fall kind of thing. So if you can kind of see here, there's little elephant in prints. And then the elephants themselves, if you can kind of see, like on the green one, it stands out especially. It's got this little lightly sprayed coating of like extra glitter that makes it a little bit lighter shade than the rest of the eyeshadow. But it's a very thin layer and it's just like a coating. So once you kind of dip into it, do you see that? How his bum turned darker? So now he will be the rest of the kind of shade of the palette here. So it's just this really, really thin coating. I am going to try and not touch the actual elephants too much because I love them. I think they're adorable. I'm just going to be dipping my finger into the rest of the kind of area. So let me go ahead and swatch the palette then. This is the highlight color, which is the ivory. It's a nice, just kind of typical ivory. All of the colors do have a slight shimmer sheen to them though. So none of them are matte. And I don't know if this is really even showing up here. But it's just a nice kind of highlighter, under eyebrow kind of color. And it does have a slight sparkle sheen to it. But I wouldn't really call it like glitter. It's really more like a shimmer with a sheen. Do you see that? It's really pretty though. I think that will be a great kind of everyday color. Really easy to use. This green color was the color that I was most excited about because I feel like green is just kind of really made a comeback for fall. Green and navy. Oh, but unfortunately the only thing is, do you see that? It's kind of weakly pigmented, if that's even a way to describe it. It's very unfortunate, but when I was reading some beauty bloggers, it's something that I guess is pretty inherent to this line. Somebody was saying that it was kind of diaphanous eyeshadows. And so yeah, I would agree. You need to it's going to take a lot of kind of swatching here. And it's going to take a nice kind of eye base to really make that color pop and stand out. Because it's just kind of this very ethereal, kind of light diaphanous color. But it's green, it's a beautiful green color. But it's going to take a lot to kind of make it pop some more. So that is unfortunate. But it did not deter me. I still really, really wanted to get it. This color then is this beautiful burgundy, they're calling it Red Earth. This one is swatching much better. Oh, and that's beautiful. So the green one is the only one so far that's giving me a hard time. This actually swatched a lot easier. And it's just a kind of nice red, brick red, burgundy color. Again, I think a great color for fall. Lastly is this liner color, and this is like a very dark brown, and it has some kind of glitter flecks to it. Okay, and that's also swatching much more easily. But it's just this really dark brown with, do you see then how one's glitter? So this is the shade that actually has, I would say, glitter bits, where you can actually see them kind of sparkle and everything, where the other shades are more of just kind of this shimmer sheen. It's unfortunate that my favorite color of the palette, the green color, is giving me the hardest time. So I'm not sure how that's going to work out. Oh, that was a little bit better, swatching it off the elephant bum. But it's this beautiful color, and I think it's just going to take a little bit more work for this one to come out. But it's okay. I don't mind working for it because I think it's so pretty. And I'm not the kind of person that puts eyeshadow like all over their eyes. I am definitely like a basic eyeshadow person, and then I like to use pops of color as like small, very thin, smoky eyeliner looks. So that's how I'm kind of going to be using these shades. But this is the Elephant palette by Chantecaille. It's really beautiful. The green color is unfortunately a little bit more difficult to work with, but the other ones actually swatch pretty easily. A lot better than I was thinking after reading some of the beauty blogs. And like I said, it's just kind of a really great idea. I know the palette is expensive, but at the same time, I was really looking forward to this. The colors, the idea behind it, the product conception, and I'm definitely looking forward to filming the adoption of an elephant. So please kind of follow the videos, and if you're interested in everything, then this is the first time I'm ever going to kind of like highlight this. But I'm pretty sure everybody understands that the way that people become a YouTube partner and kind of earn any kind of income from it is from viewers, from 1, watching videos, and then 2, from actually clicking on the ads that either pop up or start at the beginning of a video. So all of the proceeds or anything, any clicks, any views, any kind of like any kind of numbers that I get from this video are all going to go towards the elephant that I end up adopting. So in advance, I thank you very much for watching and hopefully for your support. So feel free to come back, review the video and everything like that. But it's something that I'm super excited to do on a personal level. And I was just really happy and excited to be able to share it with all of you too. So thank you so much for your support so far.